First map for our best of 5 gonna be Northern Isles. MK first is the new school way of playing for human. Sok showed the world how it's done. Sok impressed us all insanely well when he was able to beat Happy like 3 times in recent months. Interestingly enough, 2 days ago, Fortitude was also able to beat Happy in a best of 1, but that was on Terranistan. By far the best map for human in this matchup. Here now, on these maps, it will be a little bit more difficult. Happy's going with Lich first, who's been falling a bit out of favor lately. We've been seeing some DK first play, even Cryptlord first, from 1 to 0, and some Dreadlord first even. But Happy has always looked pretty good with the Lich, finding here the Pendant of Energy. If he min-maxes that with Dark Ritual, that could mean a lot of mana. Fast level 2 creep for the Lich, quick expansion, didn't go for the green camp at the start, and now gonna start the harass. MK level 2 already, gloves for him is nice. More attack speed for the bash, and what is the big item? Ring of Regen, wow! That's sick items for the Mountain King. These are probably perfect early game items for the MK. Alright, Lady Luck so far on Fortitude's side. I think the sound is a bit low, right? Turn it up a bit. Alright, couple of peasants here gonna fall. Happy's playing very cautiously with the Lich, especially at the hands of Sok. He suffered quite a bit, losing the Lich over and over to Stormbolt surrounds. Happy hasn't adjusted yet by keeping the TP, for example, which still seems a bit questionable to me. Shouldn't you keep a TP against an MK? With that also you could decide to play more boldly. But yeah, Happy's being cautious with his Lich, doesn't want to donate away an easy kill. He's using the ghouls here to look for kills against the peasants, and also, very important, he's trying to keep Fortitude on his side of the map so that Happy can get up his own expansion. But it might be a cancel happening in the end. Oh, 40 abandons the expansion for now, and that means that the Arcane Tower might even go down. Oh, this is such a big deal! Repair, trying to save the Arcane, but it will fall. Too much damage from the ghouls. The Lich is back at home, ready to try to defend. I think 40 is going to get the cancel here, but it may come at a hefty price. Surrounding here with the Narrow helping out is quite difficult, and Happy's getting more and more experience. Oh, the ghoul squad here up in the north is doing tremendous work. Destroying the tower, preventing the expansion, and also finding more kills against the peasants. Seems like the Lich is going to be level 3 very, very soon. 40, though, of course, also stopped the Undead expansion. But I always feel like when the workforce dies on both sides, Acolytes versus peasants and all that, it always seems to me to be worse for human. Somehow it always seems to hurt them more. But let's keep these heroes in mind as well. The levels are going to be crucially important, as both heroes are slowly making their way towards level 3. Happy needs a few more kills, and then it'll be enough. Here's another Nova, getting another kill. If he can take out the Arcane, that will be huge, and he does it again. Fortitude is struggling quite hard here, I think. MK's got a lot of mana, though. He's waiting for the level 3, and then he's going to have a lot of powerful level 2 Stormbolts. There we go. That's 3, and now it's hammer time. And 40 actually has a lot of footmen. A ton of footies, indeed. And Happy needs a bit more for the level 3. 1 or 2 more peasant kills required. Is the expansion for Happy now finished? Fortitude is looking for another cancel. He's sending down the footies. Here, of course, the downside of not having AM means without Watch Elementals, it's way harder to cancel the expansion. Oh, big moment here. If the Haunted comes up, Fortitude is in a terrible spot. Oh, the Lich got level 3. That's level 2 Nova. And again, the peasants, the workforce is suffering. And I would say, even if the expansion falls, I think Happy has a huge lead now. Oh my goodness. MK has to clean this all up by himself. And he can. With all that mana that he has. Oh my god, Happy got so many kills. Level 3.6 all of a sudden. And the Haunted was not cancelled. Call to arms needed. And this is looking disastrous Happy can staff home to the expansion if he wants to save it. But no, he's just gonna run on back. A couple of acolytes died. The Haunted is damaged. But Fortitude's main is in complete shambles. How many peasants do you have left? 6 peasants only. Yikes. 40 needs a hero kill. He's got a level 4 MK. That is very strong. It's the only really good thing 40 has right now, but it is a very powerful weapon to have indeed. 40 needs to take out the expansion or kill the Lich, or maybe both. And maybe he can. Happy needs to get back to the shop, get new skellies. He's doing that now. Using the staff. Oh, he's using the staff to be aggressive. Happy is willingly giving up the expansion. And wants to strike in the main once more, where there's already so many corpses. Which tell the tale of the massacre that took place here. That was a bad Nova that only hit one peasant. Hold the phone. We are not done here yet, folks. Happy unsummons now. The expansion might come up in the end. Fortitude has the supply lead somehow. Level 4 will be huge for Happy. Quick reactions. Very important here to limit the kills for Happy. Prevent that level 4 for as long as possible. Happy could start the tech soon if he wants. Oh, going for a Zeppelin. Expensive investment, but could be well worth it. And finally an Arcane Tower is standing at the expansion. This will protect the second base attempt tremendously. And Happy can't do anything right here. And all of a sudden it's looking better and better for 40. Wild turnaround over here. Zeppelin is a great addition, though. Happy's not teching yet, by the way. He's really missing that level 4 now. Alright, more ghouls move out. Across the map aggressively and also towards the natural. Thinking about an expansion perhaps again. Level 4 is gonna be huge. Speaking of level 4, MK is 4.5 already. But Arcane Tower coming in the main. Arcane Tower standing at the expansion. I like 40's position here. Forty manages mana on the MK also very well. He didn't run out of mana too quickly at all. And he still has 1 or 2 storm bolts left in the tank. Footman pressuring the expansion, pressuring the narrow, I should say. Happy starting to defend this. This could be the experience for level 4 Lich. But now we have 2 Arcane Towers standing. Fortitude is finally stabilizing, as it seems. Oh, Lich staff's home. It's going to be another cancel on the Expo. Oh, I'm not sure if he cancelled actually, or if it was just destroyed. That footy is level 4. Happy needs to get it. And he got it. Finally. Happy was waiting for this level up for a long, long time. But looking at the MK, we can see him already making strides towards level 5. But now, Happy has the big mana advantage. Mountain King is going to be very dry until he has the shop. The shop is coming now at the expansion. And this should be yet another cancel. Level 2 Nova now. Very potent. Oh, ghouls in the main base. Can use the Zeppelin as well. Still no tech on the human side. Lumber, though, is looking good. Happy with fancy footwork. Zeppelin micro. Great saves on the ghouls. This game is not over yet, folks. Oh, look at that Zeppelin. Oh my god. That's a medevac if ever I saw one. Happy still. No expo. Needs more lumber. He's got 10 ghouls. But lumber is still low. Uh-oh. Lich is trying to show up for the follow-up harass. There are so many hurt peasants in the main. But they have been kind of swapped over. Call to arms. Oh, Happy a little bit late with picking up the Lich. The mana burn here was a big deal. Yet more peasants die. Expansion should be cancelled again, though. Oh my god, look at the ghouls. They're all so hurt. He's gonna use the ritual dagger to heal them all up. That's cool. But the MK now, full mana, getting close to level 5. This is a nutty game, dude. And I think the MK can clean up all these ghouls by himself if he wants. But Happy might be able to cancel to kill the tower. But has to be cautious also of a TPing in Mountain King. MK still has the TP. Oh, and the tech is happening at the expansion, by the way. And this is easy kills for the Mountain King. This is all. He's gonna get level 5 here in just a moment. Alright, unload by the Lich. And that is probably all peasants going down here in the main base. But that's level 5. The MK just got it. And the Zeppelin is kind of saving the day, as it seems, in the main base. More and more and more peasants. Happy still only tier 1, by the way. Never was able to quite secure the expo. Oh, these Arcane Towers have been absolute lifesavers. TP home now. Of course, the anti-air here is laughable. 4.7 on the Lich. 5.3 on the Mount King. And 40's resources are looking really good. Oh, the Zeppelin is almost down, by the way. Lich getting close to level 5. Very close. He's like 2 peasant kills or something. Lots of ghouls now defending the expansion. Can they beat a level 5 MK though? I don't know. Surrounding the MK. Trying to force the TP. But he is pretty tanky. Oh, and the Lich, by the way, hurt like this. Begging to get stormbolted, it seems like. Oh, he doesn't have a ritual dagger. Happy perhaps he was too broke for the dagger. He's not healing up right now. Oh, the Zeppelin is coming home. Oh, that's brilliant. Zeppelin coming to save the Lich. And 40 looking for another cancel. Does he have the damage here? With a Nova, Happy could look for the kill. MK has to TP out. Is the damage sufficient? Happy finally gets up that haunted gold mine. But 40's on the way to tier 3 already. One must think that Fortitude here has an immense lead. As Happy is finally getting level 5. And level 5 Lich is indeed extremely strong. Would love to see the Mountain King retrain actually into Clap. His Fortitude is coming back for more. But right now, it's only Footman. Level 3 Nova is gonna look really good against this. Look at that Nova. Oh, he's going for the Pally right away, actually. Oh, it might just be enough to just get the kill here on the Haunted. And Fortitude calculates it. Well, Happy just not quite enough repair here. Haunted goes down. Is that the game? It's gonna start again. Maybe a mistake not to go for the footies. It seems like with 2 Novas he would have killed all the footmen. MK getting close to level 6. They didn't get much experience here somehow. And we got the mass workshops, baby. When we saw the two face off, 2 days ago, in the China-Korea Europe Championship on Terran Stand, it was quad workshops, mass tanks. Happy has been struggling hard this game. It's been a crazy bloodbath, dude. So many kills. And now the tanks are supposed to finish the job. I like how Happy's always using the pendant to min-max the mana regen. But it seemed like the biggest issue here for him was getting level 4 a bit too late. If he had gotten it earlier, he would have had so much more mana. And now, fighting with normal ghouls against human tier 3 is looking kind of desperate. Zeppelin is still insanely valuable. Somehow there's no gyros yet. That certainly seems like an oversight by 40. But of course 40 loves the tanks. And the tanks are about to show up at the expansion. Happy calls the GG. And 40 takes the 1-0 lead. My man, Happy at the moment is experiencing way more defeats than he has in his career in a long, long time. It's a new day and age for 40 and the rest of the humans as well. TP League October is continuing to look amazing for the human players. They were suffering hard this whole year. Also last year, you know, TP League was just one sad state after the next. But something has clicked. The humans have leveled up. And Fortitude here continues to make the Alliance proud. 1-0 lead, of course, this series is far from over. But as we move on to map 2, Happy will need to step it up a bit. We'll need to win this map here. Being down 0-2 in a best of 5 is a very bad position. So already pressure is increasing. Thank you, by the way, Ataria with a 30-month resub said, sub on my birthday, quite fitting. Thank you. 2.5 years today. X7 Tech with the 11-month resub as well says, ads suck. That's true. I don't like ads either. But, you know, the thing is, we need money to do this stuff full time. And it's as simple as that. Ads help us out a lot financially. So, yeah, I get it. I find ads very annoying as well, but it is what it is. We try to only play ads in between the games when there's a little break. All right. As we move on to map number 2. Our best of 5 continues on Tidehunters. This is Happy's map pick. Interestingly, because this is also a map where humans oftentimes like playing. Pretty good for expanding, pretty good for counter expo. But I think what really benefits Happy here is this is a bad map for Mountain King. This is normally always an Archmage map. And here he is. And I think that suits Happy way more. He can be more aggressive with the Lich. He can look for more kills. He can be more disruptive. The Mountain King is such a big threat to the Lich that the Lich has to play very passively in the early harass, like we saw earlier. So here, Fortitude's peasants especially might be suffering way more than they already were. Triple do with the resub. Thank you, thank you.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Alright, Lich with a fast expansion attempt once more. Just like on Northern Isles. On this map, however, it is not quite enough for an instant level 2. It's going to need a little bit more experience. But the great thing here is, Happy can creep with only 2 ghouls, so he's saving a lot of lumber at the start. Finding the ring as the first item, not his ideal addition. But he's going to take what he can get. Claws and gloves, or double claws, would be sensational for the Archmage. As claws and gloves. Item luck again on Fortitude's side. Oh, the Lich for Happy is just a split second too late to try to get a steal. Would have been a huge one for the level 2. Take her with the raid, thank you. And now, you gotta be very cautious with the AM movement. If you eat 1 or 2 Novas, you could be in big trouble already. Happy's bringing the ghouls. Trying to find kills on the peasants, get a quick level 2, and find the harass. And look at the difference in play. Since there's no MK, the Lich can be way more daring. Oh, that was a big Nova! Onto 3 peasants, and they may all go down. Arcane Tower cancel would be huge as well, and Happy seems to be way more in control here on map 2. And behind this, the expansion is coming up. Now level 2 for the Lich. Boots on the AM though. Boots is very nice. He can pressure the Lich now way more, and also chase for ghoul kills way more easily. And there's still perhaps a window to find a cancel on the Haunted Gold Mine. Happy has to be cautious with his movement as well. Look at the footies. Footies charging across the map, not worried about defense anymore. Both players gonna look for some economy punish. Oh, and Happy's narrow upgrade is very late, by the way. Nova on the AM. Down to only 160 HP. One more Nova and he might be forced to TP out. Oh, 1 ghoul across the map harassing is really cool. As Happy's looking for more kills. This will be a cancel though. AM has to run, but the footy damage should suffice here. The watch elements, of course, are great for bringing in additional damage. Happy is gonna pick off a few footmen here. And the 10-second... Wait. The Haunted is gonna be cancelled. Oh! No way! Acolyte repair! Too late! Oh, Haunted did get cancelled in the end, excuse me. Dude, that 10-second nerf, by the way, of the Haunted, we've seen it over and over make such a big difference. And that was a big moment for 40. Happy though, might be getting level 3 here. Is that enough? Almost enough. Oh, needs 1 more. AM very hurt, by the way. Desperately in need of healing. But he's gonna get level 3 from this camp. Oh, that's big. That's really big for him. But one must imagine that Happy should be able to get 1 peasant kill for a quick level 3. AM is gonna look for another cancel maybe with a tele staff. There's the Nova. That's level 3. But look at 40. He's got the tele staff, and he's gonna get another cancel here. Oh, or is he? They're just coming home. Oh, it's dangerous. Staffing out if he eats the Acolyte. Oh, he didn't use a Dark Ritual. And that is yet another cancel. AM now extremely hurt. If Happy had eaten the Acolyte, could he have gotten the Nova? Maybe. That's another crucial cancel. Now a shop, of course, desperately needed. And it's a seesaw game. We're bouncing between the bases. Happy's expansion. Oh, that's a big Nova, though. And 40's expansion. More peasants to fall. Happy's eating the mana burn here. Doesn't care about it. He's looking for the kills. He knows the AM is hurt right now. The AM can't defend. But the Water Elemental can. Now the AM can finally heal. Question is, can Happy buy the time to finally get up the Haunted? Happy has been struggling severely with getting up the counter expansion. Or I guess you could call it just the proactive expansion. Happy has lots of ghouls here. 13 ghouls. Trying to ensure that this time the expansion does come up. Trying to block the way as well. Alright, he's using the Acolytes and Ziggurats to block the way for Water Elementals. That is pretty cool. Oh, huge moment. The footies can slip past. But the Water Elements perhaps can't. Oh! There's a way! There's a way in! Water Elemental expires though. Oh, that was lucky for Happy. 40 again, looking for the cancel. Surrounding the Water Elemental fails. And this is yet another cancel. It just is not working, this expansion for Happy. TP out. No, that's a staff. Oh, that could be a lot of footies going down. Lich gathering up XP. Getting quite close now to level 4. He's about to have it. One more creep camp. But 40's already on the way to tier 2. So is Happy. Great cancels by 40. This map is very good for AM cancel play, as we've seen now plenty of times. But there we go. That's a Lich level 4, and this is going to mean a lot of mana. And 40 wants to cancel again, doesn't he? Ghouls coming from both sides. Seems like now, finally, the expansion will come up, but I don't want to speak too soon. Oh, perhaps not. Water Elemental. Oh, I'm not getting blocked. Happy. Could be blocking these a bit better. Oh, okay, now he is. Acolytes and Ghouls to block the Water Elementals. There's still footies, but not that many. And we have full level lead on the Lich. This is a big deal, by the way. If Lich gets level 5 quickly, it's super strong. This might happen this game. 40 is looking for the next hole in the defense. He can take out the shop pretty easily. Oh, that means no skellies for a long time. That's kind of annoying for Happy. He's going for a counterattack with ghouls, though. Oh, does he get the skellies? Oh, he did get him. Just before the shop went down. Guard towers are almost finished. Not quite yet, though. AM staff's home. Doesn't have a Water Elemental at the moment. Ooh, that's a bit annoying. As the Lich is racking up more kills. Nova, so good against the footies. Ice Cream, so good. 4.4 against 3.1. Happy's expansion finished at long last. Fortitude was able to delay the expansion for the Undead very well, but it came at a hefty price. The Lich was soaking up XP like crazy. We have a lot of footmen still, by the way. This could be yet more experience snacks. 4.5 on the Lich. And the DK and Mountain King are very synchronous here in timing. Tier 3 also similarly, with 40 being a bit faster. And 40's army is going to be weak on tier 3. He's got only footmen right now. These are going to be a huge liability earlier. Whereas the ghouls, with Frenzy coming in, are still going to be very good, actually. Until the MK gets high levels. Oh, 2 ghoul kills here. That's pretty nice. Big mana potion found, though, also great for Happy. He's making more ghouls and ghoul upgrades. Second attack upgrade already in queue. We have an early Griffin Aviary for 40. Pretty cool. Is he still going to go triple workshop? Hell yeah! Triple Workshop again for 40. I love the early attack upgrades, by the way, for Happy. This means he's going to be very well situated against possible tanks. Both for ghouls and for wagons. The attack upgrades are great to deal with tanks. And I think Happy's in a good position here. If he can hold the first few waves of tanks without taking too much structural damage, I think he's going to be in a great spot. And big scout here by Happy as well. With a Skelly in the main base, he sees the workshops. If he sees all three, he should know what's going on. Shredder also very late for 40, by the way. Does he have any upgrades so far? Oh, he has no upgrades at all. Ideally, you would love to have 2 attack upgrades already when the tanks first hit. Then they are way more dangerous. Yeah, I think Happy, despite all these cancels in the early game, finds himself in a great position now. He's got good upgrades. Ghoul army is good until there's lots of griffins. And the Lich. The Lich is going to be the key weapon. He's going to get level 5 pretty damn soon. And I wonder what the third hero for Happy is going to be. Could be a Dreadlord. Oh, and it is! The Dreadlord third. Vampiric times here on map 2, Tidehunters. No tanks yet for 40, by the way. Which kind of leads me to believe that the triple workshop was not really needed. Not so expensive, though, to be honest. Workshop only like 130 gold, 140 gold, something like that. And a big creep check here by Happy. He's going to be able to creep the rest of the camp in a moment. He's got map control right now. Because 40's army is still very weak. And the DK picking up big items. Kind of wasted the mana stone, I guess. But he still has the big mana potion and the big invuln and almost level 3. And the Lich now is 5. MK surrounded. No orb yet, but still taking a bunch of damage. Invul needed. But this is a lot of ghoul kills going 40's way. Coil misses. Slight mistakes by Happy. Really lacking that third hero. Really lacking the orb. But the Dreadlord should bring it. Dreadlord is on the way. Pally was here first. And it's a costly exchange for both. Griffins and Knights can be a very strong late game army. Oh, Sleep Coil Nova! And that's a big kill on the MK. Pally almost out of mana, by the way. Same could be said for Happy, though. And we're going to go Gargs. I like that. Gargs to counter the Griffins. And the Dreadlord to counter Gyros in the late game. We'll need some levels for it, though. Forty trying to set up a third base as we speak. Happy has a big level lead now, and it could get even bigger. He's trying to double down on his level lead here, trying to creep away camps on the human side. And every level up could be big. The difficulty is with upgrades here for Happy's army. Between ghouls and gyro destroyers, there's no overlap at all in terms of upgrades. Similarly, though, also for 40. One destroyer gonna go down here, I think. Sleep on the Archmage. I guess better sleep something. And Happy here trading a bit better lately. Lots of knights hurt, and 40 doesn't have the mass staffs yet. In fact, he doesn't have a single staff yet. 40 needs to pick up some staffs quick. Dreadlord level 2. We're gonna have Carrion Swarm now, but only level 1 Carrion. But Happy has lots of creeps on his side of the map. Look at that. Over at the gold mine and the knolls and the lab. Hero levels oftentimes decide this matchup in the late game. And Happy is taking the lead there. 3 attack upgrades on the ghouls, by the way. Glass cannons. I like the solo creep here on the Dreadlord. Experience on him is very valuable. Oh, that's some gyros forgotten about. 2 go down. Plenty of damage. Is this the new patch? No. This is the old patch. The new patch is only on PTR so far. Yo, by the way, earlier, I'm sorry I missed it, dude. I've been so engrossed in the game. Meat Freak with a 50 euro donation. Bro, that's sick. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It says, have some money then. My man. Thank you. Alright, 40 trying to finally get the needed level ups at the red camp. This could be the perfect creepjack opportunity for Happy. Supply's dead even, but experience-wise, Happy is looking much, much better. And maybe even army-wise. I'm not sure which army is favored here. I think it's going to come down to the gyro count. Whoever wins the air fight wins the game, I would say. Coil Nova now also coming into play. And not just Coil Nova, but Coil Nova Carrion Swarm. Oh, and Happy! Here with another Creepjack able to take the big item. This is a lot of experience as well. They're just going to be moved out of range. And I would love to find a nice item here. Claws plus 12 is very nice for the Lich. I guess an aura would have been better, but this is also really good. 40 desperately trying to creep some camps, get those level ups. Happy now, striking against the expansion. These towers don't stand a chance against this fully fledged tier 3 human, tier 3 undead army. Pally about to get level 3. Oh, but we're seeing a lot of kills going Happy's way. 5, 4, 3 levels now with the Dreadlord also close to leveling up. Lich level 6. Not an impossibility. Cannon towers are pretty cool. Happy doesn't want to take the fight here yet. He's going to TP out, getting yet more peasant kills. And that TP also bought the time for his 3rd base. And now Happy well and truly has a huge lead. Here in this game where Fortitude didn't make a single tank yet. Seems like when 40 wins the games, he wins with tanks. But, you know, it's not as easy as that. You can't just make tanks and then win. You need to be in a good position to play them as well. You can only make tanks if you're in a solid spot. If you're behind, tanks are terrible. And this game, I think there was no window to actually play tanks. The map is basically crept up, aside from a single green camp. We're 20 minutes in, and Happy is looking in basically an impossible to beat position. He's got the guards to deal with the griffins, the destroyers to deal with the knights, and the Dreadlord to deal with the gyros. Plus Lich and DK are always amazing. Happy could make maybe like a... I mean, he already has 3 crypts. If Happy loses a fight, or it's an even fight, right after he could just transition to Fiends. A Fiend transition here would be super strong. But perhaps he can just beat the gyros outright with the Dreadlord. It is a lot of gyros. Without the Dreadlord and Carrion Swarm, Fortitude will win the air fight easily. But the ground army is looking pathetic. Honestly, Happy's upgrades are looking kind of bad, considering he's on 3 bases here. Feels like he should definitely get more upgrades. The Gargs are only on 0-2. But Fortitude also is looking very broke. He's got 1 attack upgrade and 1 range upgrade only. That is very weak for the late game. Ooh, good Carrion Swarm right there. As you guys probably know, Carrion Swarm has a max cap of 8 targets, I think it is. So you can't hit all the gyros, but you can hit a lot of them. Fortitude looking for his opportunity here. He's charging in. Happy's trying to kite back, buy time, play around this cooldown of Carrion Swarm. And here comes the Fiend transition, by the way. That makes a lot of sense. Now that the Gargs are getting dealt with. And finally some attack upgrades for the Gargs and Fiends. Happy's losing some units, but he's trading out. He's trading out into arguably better units. With the Fiends coming. There's also going to be web against the Griffins. Banshees would be really good here, by the way. Fiend Banshees can oftentimes be a very strong combo. And so many reinforcements for Happy. 9 supply coming at a time from these 3 crypts. Dreadlord about to run out of mana soon, I guess. But here come the Fiends. Lich level 6. Skills the ult right away. I think this oftentimes is a mistake by Happy. I think Frost Armor would be the best pick here. So good against Knights. But Happy could certainly afford to lose a few units with all this income that he has. Main has now expired. So 40 is down to 1 mining base. Happy has 2, with a 3rd one on the way. And that's a lot of webs. That's good carrying. And that's level 5 on the DK. It seems like Happy has hit critical mass here. The hero levels are out of control. By the way, Lich level 6 is also +4 intelligence, which is quite nice. This Lich is an absolute beast. And now Happy can easily kite away against these Knights. The Knight count is just super low. And against the Fiend army, Griffins are terrible. And the GG is called. Happy ties it up. Important win here on map 2 of the best of 5. Ties up the series. Brings us essentially to a best of 3 from now on. And next up, we're going to have 40's map pick. His choice is Concealed Hill. That's a bold choice. I'm very surprised actually to see that. That's extremely hard to expand on. Some humans also sometimes play one base into inner fire rifles. But I think Happy is super good against the human one base playstyle. I think against Happy, you kind of have to expand if you want to win. Would at least be my assessment. But we'll see what we get. Both players delivering so far. To be honest, in recent weeks, the game has been made way more exciting by Happy just struggling a bit more. It's not 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 anymore. Happy's losing a few maps. He lost 2 against Lawlight. In the China, Europe, Korea Championship, he's been losing a lot of maps as well. And today, he is not quite bulletproof either. We had 2 long games so far. That is what happens when both players expand. On Concealed Hill, expanding would be a lot more difficult. That goes for both. Not impossible, but certainly a lot more challenging. And here the question is not clear, like who the hero is going to be. Most humans choose Archmage, but Sok has also played MK here before. I think Happy is way better against Archmage, because he can play the Lich, whoops, in a more aggressive manner. It is the Mountain King again. Oof, dude, expanding with MK unconcealed. Alright, I'm gonna be interested to see if this works out. Thank you Cook22 with the resub. Says their flying horrors fill the skies. Happy here checking for a lab creep. That would be extremely risky with an MK first. And is not going to be the play. Happy, no skull this time. He's not going to go for a fast expansion here. That was pretty clear. He's going to play aggressive against 40's expansion. I gotta say, I'm worried for 40. I don't know how he wants to hold that aggression. Because Happy's going to show up with like 6 ghouls or something. And the level 2 Lich. I wonder how 40 plans... And this is 40's map pick. That's the crazy thing. This is 40's map pick. I could have seen Happy picking this map, but no, it's 40. He's gonna creep level 2 first. What's the items? Ring and gloves are pretty nice for the MK. Not super crazy, I suppose. Good Footman Scout for 40. Sees what's going on. Well, gonna give up the first kill here. That's a quick level 2 for the Lich. A bit of bonus experience. Oh, and the MK wants to harass the creep a bit. Could use a Stormbolt, and that he does. But he's not gonna get the experience. Oh, the ghoul actually just walks away. Didn't even have to be denied. And this is looking kind of tough for 40 already. But Lich used a lot of mana here, so not many Novas are left. There's 3 hurt peasants in the main base, by the way. 2 ghouls charging in there could get 3 kills. Oh, this is a late expansion for 40. This is insanely late. Wait, and now what? What's he doing? Happy's also wondering, where's your expansion, bro? 40's gonna go for the counterattack, apparently. Attack Happy's main, try to kill a lot of acolytes. Happy has a staff. And this is gonna be a weird position now. Militia call needed. Fortitude seems to be improvising here. And I gotta say, the improvisation is not looking too impressive just yet. Oh, nice around there though. Oh, Happy with a pop out of the Acolyte. That's something that basically only he can do. But with the MK, with Stormbolts, you can find kills. And Happy just attacking the barracks, which is also kind of funny. And the Mountain King is slowly taking damage. At some point he will be forced to retreat. Lich staffs home. Oh! No TP. Nova for the kill. And I think this game is just over. GG. 5.5 minutes. Well then, first 2 maps were very long. This one really wasn't. Happy with a bit of a gift. That was an easy game to win. And I have to come back to the maps. Why do you leave Concealed Hill in the pool? And more than that, why do you pick Concealed Hill? That seems crazy. Crazy. Well, 40 perhaps shooting himself in the foot a little bit. Happy takes the lead now, only one map away from the grand final. Fortitude also gets the next map pick. This is going to be Hammerfall for him, which is definitely a better map than Concealed Hill, because basically everything is a better map than Concealed Hill. Except for Turtle Rock, I guess. And there we should be looking towards expansions again. Hammerfall also seems like a pretty bad MK map though. This really seems to be the biggest problem for Happy right now, dealing with Mountain King. On Hammerfall, I have not seen an MK yet. It's still a new map. Perhaps there is a way to make an MK work here. Although if there is, I have not seen it yet. Alright then, this should be a return to fast expansions, I think. 1-0 here lately, has been playing Cryptlord, and it's been looking pretty decent honestly. But it seems like if there's one hero that Happy hates, it might be the Cryptlord. Thank you FVB96 with the resub, says rah rah rah. Oh, it is the MK. MK versus Lich once more. This is the hero matchup that seems to work the best against Happy. But normally with MK, you want to have an easy expansion, easy creeps, and an easy level 3. And I feel like the creeps on this map aren't that easy. But maybe if 40 creeps it very well, he will be able to show us how it is done. MK comes out, creeping the orange camp here first. I guess with Militia against the medium armor, that's pretty good. Acolyte Scout for Happy. Wait, did he even see the hero? I think he didn't confirm the MK. Instant expansion again by Happy. We see this for the third time in these 4 maps. On this map, the item drops seem to be pretty weak in comparison to many other maps. So you can't rely on very stacked heroes normally here. For example, here the natural, there's no stat boosting item for Happy, no claws or anything like that. But a replenishment potion can actually be really good for a Lich in the right moment. Mountain King with the sentry wards. Happy setting up the expo. The MK still missing quite a bit for level 3. He needs like 4 ghoul kills maybe for the next level up. Oh, early militia call. Oh, the sentries here are really good. Sentries are excellent to see when the unit is approaching. Denies are very important. Happy's gonna try to get them as best he can. Oh, wait. The ghoul actually gets away. Didn't even have to use a deny. 40 perhaps a bit too trigger happy here with the first Stormbolt. On Northern Isles, We saw Happy's expansion getting cancelled a ton over and over. This time around, it seems like both expansions will come up uncancelled, uncontested. But where is 40's expansion? Where is Peasants? He went for boots before Expo. Still lacking some gold. I think now he's going to start the expansion at last. Can he get the cancel now? Oh, the Haunted is not finished yet. This is reminiscent of the games we saw before. This might be enough for a cancel, actually. May come at a bit of a price again. But he's getting targeted fast. Oh, and the Haunted has to be cancelled, right? Oh, did he cancel? I think he did. Successful cancel by Fortitude. Oops. Happy loses a ghoul to the creeps, but now he's almost level 3. And that means Fortitude should have the faster expansion by a clear margin. But, as we saw before, levels are a big deal. Lich now level 3. MK still needs around 3 ghoul kills to get it. Speaking of ghouls, we have a lot of them. Happy moving across the map aggressively with 9 ghouls, I think it was. This is a good creep though with the militia. Getting the necessary experience for level 3 Mountain King. And Fortitude was cautious with his mana expenditure. Still has a full mana pool as he gets level 3 at the perfect time. But this attack by Happy could be difficult to deal with. Do we have an Arcane Tower up? Oh yes, there is. Oh, and Lich gets Stormbolted here. Does not have boots, by the way. Nova on the MK, trying to control him. MK has the boots already, and you can see the Lich, how cautious he has to be. Very much unlike the way he was playing against the Archmage. Wait, is the Lich gonna die here? Happy with weird movement. MK, though, getting surrounded! Clutched surround! Happy had to get the surround, otherwise he would have died on the Lich. Whew. Crucial moment in the game. Happy has a replenish. Oh, I can't believe he came back for the Nova. Happy with a big risk. Use the Nova and loses the Lich. Oh my god. Big mistake by Happy. Came back for the Nova on the Lich. Loses his hero. And it seems like Fortitude is back in the lead. But MK's hurt, has no TP. Needs to get back to the shop ASAP. Tavern res, expensive. Happy's tech has started, same for 40. Experience lead on the Mountain King. And he has like 5 footies queued, lol. Healing up now. Both heroes not carrying a TP anymore. That looks dangerous. But unlike on Northern Isles, it seems like Happy now is secure on 2 bases and is having not a fast tech, but a reasonable tech timing. And look at the MK, level 4 already. Can continue to heal up here after the creep. Oh, and now he's the one going for Zeppelin. That will be pretty tough to deal with. Good scout by Happy in the middle with a Skelly. Used a Stormbolt on it. Alright. Almost 50 supply for 40. It's just footies. Mass Footman. Two towers at the expansion for Happy. Early attack upgrades. 1-0 for the ghouls already. MK gets a heal scroll. This could be a very strong footman attack. He's got, how many footies is this? 11 footies. Happy knows what's coming. Needs to make some gargs. I like the counter Zeppelin by Happy here as well. Can also save him from surrounds. Alright, tier 2 finished. Here comes the DK, Gargoyle, Fortitude. Not making a second hero yet. What's going on here? Slaughterhouse cancelled. That's a big deal. Slaughterhouse is a very important addition. And both players with the Zeppelins here. Happy can't wait for that Garg. Makes only one Gargoyle. The rest is still just ghouls. Mass ghouls. It seems like this MK needs clamp, doesn't he? Are we gonna see the mass workshops? At the moment it's only one. There's a second. I saw that some people in the chat are hoping for the quad workshop again. Thank you, by the way, Dirt Bob, with the resub. Wait, only 2 workshops? Fortitude holding back. I thought at least 3 workshop was a guarantee in Fortitude games. But no, it's double racks, double workshop, and a Griffin Aviary. I think this is the perfect late game human army. Knights, Gyros, and Griffins. Happy with a double temple. Yesterday, he was playing a bit of necromancers in the B2W Weekly Cup on the PTR balance. But this should be Banshees. I mean, necros would be pretty crazy. Alright, I'm curious. Alright, Fiend attack upgrades. Fiend attack upgrades. Can you curse tanks? No. Nope, you cannot. Alright. Experience now looking very even. Level 4 on the first heroes, level 2 on the second heroes. Alright. Here come the Banshees. Fiend Banshee is extremely good against Knight Griffin. Fortitude needs to figure out what's going on, and is going to need to transition into mortar teams, and maybe some breakers. Especially Griffins are terrible against this kind of an army. Needs to figure out what it is. With the Gyros you can scout that easily, and then stop Griffin production. Normally the best thing you can have against Fiend Banshee is inner fire rifles. But inner fire rifles are kind of bad without Archmage. I think Happy's making a smart transition here. He knows the Fiend Banshee army will be hard for 40 to deal with. And we do get the tanks again, by the way. And a third workshop. I'm not sure if Happy saw it right away. This map, by the way, also doesn't have many creeps. We are basically out of creeps already. Oh, great items for the DK, by the way. Tankiness buff is a big deal here. Wait, he didn't creep level 3, though. What the hell? Fortitude. Getting close to 80 supply. How many tanks does he have? 2 tanks. 2 tanks are not a big threat, really. Especially with only 1 attack upgrade. But they still give lots of experience. Yep, that's a surround. Is that master training finishing on the Banshees? I think so, right? Oh yeah. Master training Banshees. Very strong. And there's Web as well. The ghouls now are starting to become irrelevant. But Happy's still continuing to upgrade them. Happy still has lots of ghouls. To deal with tanks, and also for counterattacks, they're very strong. Not so good, of course, at fighting Griffin armies. This map is great for 3-base play, by the way, as both gold mines are close to the main base for the players. So it's an interesting new taste of this map. It's a small map, not many creeps, but it still seems to be good for 3-base play. Oh. That is 2 more tanks going down. Oh, Happy's picking up a lot of experience. The expansion at least is cancelled, but Happy's getting way more XP here. And that's DK level 3. It seems like Fortitude is blindly trying to rely on his old antics. The tanks. But the tanks here have not worked at all. Tanks are only really good if you're ahead. In this game, I don't think 40 really was ahead. I would give the lead to Happy here, clearly. 40 doesn't even have a third hero. Dark Ranger about to be level 3. Alright. Fortitude with the old classic. He's trying to win with tanks. That's what made him first successful many years ago. This is not an easy game for it, though. Picking off a few ghouls. Those, of course, you can easily kill. This game has become very economical. Fortitude cannot win a fight at all at the moment. He has to inflict damage, drain resources via the tanks, and slowly build up a potent army. At the moment, his army has 0 chance against Happy's army. And that's not going to change for a long time. Fiend's now being upgraded very well. 2-2. Gonna be finishing here. Oh, and Happy floods the main. This is gonna be easy kills on the peasants. And if 40 TPs, he's not gonna win that fight. 40 has to force Happy to TP. And that is successful. Happy's gonna feel the need to TP home with so many tanks in the main base. Oh, the ghoul's getting kind of caught there. Tanks in the main, human army at the expansion. Fortitude is finding some good damage here. Oh, he's gonna take out the Black Citadel, actually. Trying to go for the Haunted as well. Fortitude trying to make it work here. Structural damage working out well. The Lich also just got level 5, and the Haunted here is not going down. In the main base, Fortitude was suffering as well. And Happy's trying to pick up all these snacks. These tanks all give good experience. Ghouls can catch up to them very easily. 5-3-3 levels now for Happy. 5-4-4, not too far off. Happy still has a big bank. He's got a new TP. I think I would like to see him make more Necros. 2 Necros at the expansion, 2 Necros in the main. Chad is saying it's looking good for 40. I don't think so. I think it's looking great for Happy. Also, this playstyle, mass tanks, is only feasible as long as you have 2 base income. When the main expires and 40 doesn't have a third, this will not be doable anymore. And the counterattacks here are smart by Happy. He's not just gonna defend only and wait for his opponent to attack into him, but he's also inflicting damage across the map. Fortitude coming back for the next round. He has a total of 5 tanks with 3 attack upgrades and 2 armor upgrades. Very good upgrades. Not that many tanks though. Gonna force the TP home. Staff maybe to save this one. Yes, nice. Happy's very importantly always scouting for the third base. If you prevent the human from getting a third and you just hold on and survive, normally in the end the undead wins. If he can keep his bases alive and not fall to the tanks. Now it's interesting. The human army in the main base and the tanks going towards Happy's expansion. But when a griffin is webbed, it cannot be staffed. That griffin goes down and the nuke is scary. Alright, tanks back at it. Going for the halls of the dead. The ghouls getting taken out by the griffins. It's not looking too bad for 40. Oh my god, the tanks are doing a lot of damage. Holy! MK though, taking a lot of damage as well. The ghouls having trouble right now dealing with these tanks. And TP out. Fortitude saving a lot of his units. But how many tanks are going to be lost here is the question. At least 2. This should be double level 4s. Yep. And Happy still has lots of gold. He can make more Necros. Like I said earlier, I would love to see a bunch of Necros here being made. One knight was also stolen. And income is running out very, very soon. They have basically the same amount of gold left. 1,500 gold between the gold mines at the moment. The third base might decide the game here. MK is almost level 6, by the way, which is pretty cool. Happy needs the ghouls to deal with the tanks, but the MK and the Paladin can easily take out ghouls as well, as we see here. And that is level 6. Alright, Haunted Gold Mine going to be going down here. But now it's all about the third base. Oh, the Zeppelin here could actually save the tanks, perhaps. I think Happy made a mistake not getting the third attack upgrade for the ghouls. Before the Black Citadel fell, I think he should have gotten it. Fortitude is quickly running out of gold, by the way. Only about 100 gold left for 40. In the gold mines, only 300. Happy though also, not that big of a bank anymore. He's supply blocked now. Can't remake ghouls for a long time. And the tanks back at the expansion. That should be a cancel. We have 6 tanks left. 3 more in production. Oh my god, the Acolyte's almost blocking the tanks away from the Haunted. Only 1 can attack, lol. But it is 3 attack upgrades on these bad boys. Has to be yet another cancel. Alright, 40 has no income left. About 400 gold. That's it. He could sell some items, maybe. Happy can also sell some items.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Forty trying to get up a third base. Happy wasn't paying attention there to the ghoul. Ah, but a new squad is coming. Oh, Happy's also broke now. The resources here are really, really important. Happy's waiting for the Divine Shield to run out. He's gonna chase with Coil Nova here. Divine Shield's almost over. But it's a lot of tanks still. A ton of tanks. Staff can be used to save the Paladin. Oh, and the nuke on the Fiend is also pretty strong. No Frost Armor now is quite hurtful. And the tanks are going to the main base. Silence on the Paladin. Coil Nova could lead to more kills. Ghoul's coming home to defend. So many tanks. This is the last round of big tank wave, I guess. But with building kill, he might do it. Happy doesn't have any buildings left. Happy's chasing the army right now. Oh, Happy needs to make more buildings. Oh, the narrow back here is actually turning out to be quite helpful. Pally about to get level 5. That's pretty good. But Fortitude is running out of gold here, slowly. Running out of mana, excuse me. We're also running out of gold, of course. It might be about building elimination in the end. Happy has less supply, but a stronger army, you could argue. TPing out. One more tank is gonna fall. Happy has only 4 buildings left, though. 6 tanks versus 4 buildings. And we make 2 more tanks. Happy has to sell items. He doesn't need invuln. He doesn't need TP. He doesn't need a lot of these items. He just needs damage. Only 2 ghouls left, by the way. Very hard to deal with the tanks. I think 40 might be doing it, dude. The mass tanks might just work out. Happy needs to save acolytes. Lich about to get level 6. He should definitely go Frost Armor this time. Happy's trying to expand again. That's not going to work, though. Zeppelin's always scouting for it. Yeah, Happy needs to hide buildings. Yeah, I think that's the right play. Make buildings and try to protect them. Oh, the tanks. The tanks, though. They are doing so much damage. There's going to be another building going down. Happy has only 2 Necros left. They're both not finished. Coil Nova on the MK. But there's Holy Light. Level 3 Holy Light. Oh my lord. The Gyro is scouting the Necros. He's finding the Necros. Oh, Paladin. Whew. Taking heaps of damage. Divine Shield. Ready. Just in time. Takes out one more Fiend here. Happy's down to 35 supply. We still have 7 tanks. This must be enough. Oh my god, dude. The mass tanks. This must be enough. Another cancel. This Necro is the last one. This is the last Necro. Happy to sell an item. Maybe make a new building. This Necro goes down. There's one Ziggurat left over here. Happy selling everything that he has. We're gonna go to map 6, map 5, I mean. Yep. That is the last one. Ziggurat goes down, and the game is over. Oh my god. 40! with the mass tanks. Dude, this game looked terrible for a while. But 40 makes the tanks work. The Panzer General with the mass tank play. Whew, that was close. Happy getting punished for playing Dark Ranger, right? If he had had a Dreadlord, would have been a different story. The Dark Ranger and Fiend play was a really good counter to the Knight Gyro Griffins, but then Fortitude with a counter to the Dark Ranger. Since there was no Carrion Swarm, no Dreadlord, the mass tank play actually works out. It came down to the wire. But 40 does it. My man, my man. All right, we're getting ready for the 5th and final map. Twisted Meadows is Happy's map pick. A great macro map. A great map for possible tanks also, if you get the expansion up in the first place. Also a great map for Dreadlord. Dreadlord 3rd, and if you're feeling crazy, maybe even Dreadlord 1st. Dreadlord 1st has actually looked really good, especially on Lost Temple. I haven't seen Happy play Dreadlord 1st on TM yet, but he's getting more familiar with the playstyle. Also, he was playing Dreadlord 1st on, what was it? Terranos Stand, when he lost to 40. But perhaps, I think the biggest advantage here for Happy, the biggest advantage is that Twisted Meadows is normally terrible for Mountain King. Mountain King first. Amazing series that these two are bringing to us here. It's a long one today. Why is TM bad for Mountain King? Because it's very bad for level 3 creeping. Just creeping in general is too hard. If you want to play MK, you need to have easy creeps. And on Twisted Meadows, basically every camp is difficult. If you're lucky, and the Undead just expands and leaves you alone, then MK first can work. But if the Undead is playing aggressively, MK first is very bad. So MK would be a big, big gamble. It seems like especially if you don't get a Merc camp spawn, MK should be impossible. Let's see what we get. Great first series of the day. Of course, there's going to be a second one. After this best of 5, we're going to go down to the lower bracket and watch Sock versus Starbuck. But now let's focus on this one. Map 5, decision time. Winner moves on into the grand final. Twisted Meadows. We don't have a Merc camp spawn, which is bad news for MK. With this spawn, Mountain King should be completely impossible. That is at least conventional wisdom. Don't tell me that the stream is crapping out now. Lich should be the hero normally, or is he really going to bust out the DK against Mountain King? 40 is trying MK. And with the DK play, Happy is not going to play expansion. Most likely. He's probably going to play aggressive, creep 2 camps, get level 2, and then go aggro. Oh my god, 40, how do you want to expand here, dude? This looks very risky by 40. He's gonna go for the lab creep first. Happy scouts for it. Happy could harass this instantly, or just creep level 2. Good pull by 40 here. Doesn't get blocked by the Acolyte. Oh, kind of misses the surround. Not the cleanest of creeps necessarily, but looking kind of good. And the Acolyte is looking for some plays. There's all valuable seconds that Happy is successfully delaying. The DK didn't sell the TP, by the way, so the DK can play aggressively, risk getting surrounded, and has a TP to get out. 2 peasants died to the creeps already. Oh, this is not a good start for 40 at all. The item is okay. It would be amazing late game for knights, but early game, honestly, it's not that good. Happy's hardly going to be attacking the MK or the footies. He's going to be going exclusively for peasants. And there we go. That's the strong level 2 creep route on Twisted Meadows. You get a fast level 2 with a DK, pick up 2 items. The cloak, by the way, is amazing against MK. And now there's a ton of ghouls ready to harass. Yeah, this map seems very difficult nowadays for human. How the hell are you going to expand? Especially without an Archmage. And every second that goes by and there's no human expansion is good news for Happy. Oh, he sees the militia moving out. 40 sending them north to the faraway expansion. Militia duration is not going to be lasting much longer. This could be a massacre. And Happy can play really aggro. Thanks to the cloak, he doesn't have to risk getting, or he can risk getting surrounded. Doesn't have to fear it. Alright. MK is level 3 ASAP. Gets the big item here. Cloak of Crystal Ball could be kind of nice against the cloak. But not the best item. Last hit stolen. MK level 3, prevented for the time being. Ghouls being pulled out, but I wasn't expecting for it to hold this so convincingly, actually. Look at that. He got the level 3. He's got lots of mana still. And I thought this would be way worse. It is by no means a very fast expansion. But it will come up. Happy's tier 3 has already been started though. Holding the tier 3 timing will be tough. 40's making a lumber mill. He wants to get guard towers first in case there's gargoyles. We know there's no gargs. But 40 can't know that. Expansion going to be finishing around 6 minutes. That is quite late. Lumber's also low for 40. He needs a shredder really badly. 40 is far behind the timing. Happy with a super swift tier 3. Playing passively now. Happy is aware how strong the MK is out on the map. Happy has 6 ghouls left, which isn't that many, by the way. He could bring 5 or 6 for the frenzy timing. But that is not insane amounts. Alright, what's 40 doing? He needs to tower up. He knows the frenzy Timing is coming soon. Gets the Shredder now. Insanely late. Tier 2 by 40. He might not even be able to get Tier 2. He needs towers. More than he needs Tier 2. 40 has lots of footmen. Those will be of no use against the destroyers. Can 40 stabilize? How many towers is he gonna get? Working on 3 towers in each base. I would say he needs at least 4, maybe 5. Masonry is a good addition. And 4 needs to make sure that he's very quick with the mass repair. It's going to be crucial to micro the peasants and the towers. Interestingly enough, when Happy goes for the push, the MK and footy micro isn't that important. It's the tower and peasant micro that's the most important. Alright. Tower's being upgraded. Takes about a minute. Destroyer form is coming. Here comes the Dark Ranger. Happy doesn't have that many statues though. 40 might be able to hold this. Oh, crucial seconds. Happy assessing the situation. Morphing the destroyers. And in we go. Peasants there with a mass repair right away. And hold the tower for now. And the main is secured. The main should hold. 2 ghouls fall, and the time has been bought. The towers are up. Danger is not quite over yet. 1 tower will certainly go down. Another ghoul falls though. MK almost level 4. Happy could, in theory, still counter expand. Fortitude is insanely far away from tier 3, from having a strong army. He has invested heavily into towers, of course. But Fortitude is holding. Making a new altar at the expansion. I'm quite impressed with Fortitude. Making fast expansion work on Twisted Meadows is not easy. Happy seemed to have the perfect counter build against it. But despite the expansion being late, it still kind of works out. And now we got Gyros coming. And tier 3. This is not what Happy wanted to face. Happy slowly transitioning into Fiends. Wait, does he have web? Oh, it's queued already. With Fiends, Happy can poke at the towers from range. Get good damage with the destroyers. Seems like 40 needs a second workshop. He only has 1. Going for the 2nd level of masonry. Old school turtle play. More tower might fall. Frost armor now is huge. Arcane Tower falls. No mana burn anymore. Dark Ranger in trouble, but there's so much mana on the DK. Oh, 40. 40 not making a second workshop. That seems like a huge macro mistake. The gyro production is slow. Very slow. Every web is an easy kill. Happy in upkeep. Nova on the peasants. They die quick. Oh, Lich might be getting caught. Lich finds himself in a surround. 40 with the play. Trying to find the hero kill here and force Happy back. Happy though, TP transfer. It's not just a Lich, it's also a Fiend. Fortitude's looking for the kill. It's gonna come at a price, though. There's one more coil. And he doesn't have the TP force yet. Is there a coil? Oh, not quite yet. Sobi Mask, though, is doing work. This Sobi for Happy is looking amazing. And now the Paladin stuck, surrounded, or is he? TP transfer, something? No. Pally falls, level 2 Dark Ranger. Next Nova, more kills. Fortitude has 29 supply only. Waiting for tier 3. Desperately waiting for tier 3. He needs the Knights. Lich level 3 though. Triple barracks. 3 Knights coming at a time. Where's the Paladin? He's being remade. Gonna be back soon. 40 has lots of gold, but not for much longer. No income in the main base anymore. Since there's no Arcane, the undead heroes can easily stand in here and fight against the towers. Happy doesn't have much left though. Only around 50 supply. 2 levels of masonry. The Knights are about to pop. Knights are gonna be a huge addition. And the Paladin's back. One might think that Fortitude here is looking really good. Map 5, decision time. Game on the edge. 40's pretty low mana though. The statues here for Happy are huge. Do the Knights have any upgrades? Oh no, they don't. It's just 0-0 Knights. But it's about to be 6 of them. Trying to catch reinforcements as well. That should be a free Fiend right there. Oh! Happy pulls it back just in time. Happy's trying to regroup. Consolidate his forces. Happy could go for a bit of creeping. He can creep super fast with these destroyers. Could get like 3 items, 3 level ups from these couple of camps down here. I guess even 5 items. Red Merc Lab. Does Happy feel that he has the time? A moment to breathe for 40. I think what he needs most here is upgrades. Upgrades for the Knights. It's a lot of Knights. Dark Ranger level 3. Quel'Thala's boots and Scroll of the Beast. Happy doesn't think he has the time to creep the red camps. He's coming back for the next attack. Strong levels. 4-3-3. Against 4-2. Happy still has a supply lead here. A slight supply lead. 5 gyros only. Very low on the gyro count here is 40 at the moment. Still only has 1 workshop. Happy's gonna have to kite, of course. First Fiend gonna go not down. Forgetting about the Frost Armor, by the way. Oh, but we have so many destroyers. All of a sudden, tons of destroyers have been morphed. And the gyros can't keep up with all these destroyers, I think. One more Fiend gonna fall. Oh no! Coil is there last second. Happy might have just enough to break through. Taking out more gyros. Only 3 are left. The single workshop play backfiring on Fortitude here, perhaps. Of course, he also had the triple barracks. Happy by the skin of his teeth, dude. He's getting tested hard today. We've seen him plenty of times before in the TP League finals. He's on his way there again. 15 supply lead for Happy. More peasants to fall. 40's waiting for Happy to overextend, but it's so many destroyers, dude. So much magic damage against these Knights. Now we also have the Scroll of the Beast. Even more damage. The DPS of this undead army is crazy. The levels are looking very strong as well. And 40 doesn't have the numbers. 4 Knights, 4 gyros only. That's it. Happy's going in, breaking through, taking out the towers. The economy is ravaged. No income here anymore. And this should do it. Fortitude now too far behind. He can't muster a strong enough army anymore. He doesn't have the means. He doesn't have the resources and he doesn't have a chance here anymore. Happy, struggling quite hard, had to give it his all. Brought to the brink, tested to the utmost. But it looks like he will be successful.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
40's trying to regroup at the expansion, try to heal a bit maybe. But the numbers here speak volumes. Just not enough stuff. 40's army has no chance against this huge undead force. He's gonna give it one more last try. But it is very mismatched now. The skellies are also helping out quite well. There's a web for every gyro. And the game is over. GG. Happy prevails. After a hard day of work. Happy has been getting tested in this tournament. Against Lawlight, it was really close. Against 40 today, it was really close. The group stage was actually very one-sided.